Welcome everyone. Happy Sunday. It's NFL playoff showtime with Mike and Joe. Wow. Wow, Joe. Jacksonville Jaguars. After trailing 27 to zip, they come back to win this game. They had an abysmal first half, and you would think, okay, this game, that's it, there's no coming back from that. But this Jacksonville team didn't quit. Trevor Lawrence had 4 interceptions, but he redeemed himself with 4 touchdowns. Ingram played terrific for the Jaguars as well. But if you're the Chargers, what would you do in this offseason? You blow 27, a zip lead on the road in the wildcard game. This was a terrific comeback. Just a crazy way to start the Super wildcard weekend.
Yeah, I agree totally. That game was super fun to watch. Even though at first it totally looked like a blowout. I think I was messaging this young quarterback. I just felt like it was the stage was too big for him almost. He's throwing interception after interception. I thought, oh, this is I didn't know it would determine his career, but I certainly thought that his playoffs hopes were done. And then he comes back, like you said, those 4 touchdowns to make up for those 4 interceptions, at least even this, that playing field, and at the end doing what he needed to do. I mean, it was clear that he was moving the offense better than San Diego was. I'm sorry, San Diego. The Chargers were. It's been a while since I said that. Just the Chargers will be, able to move the ball, and that just speaks, a lot about kind of his season too. Like started off bad, he came at the second half. But anyway, it was very fun, very exciting. I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers have a lot to look at, and as far as what's going on there. Once again, I said I don't think that he's quite living up to the hype, but Trevor Lawrence is certainly making a name for himself already.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, like I said yesterday, he's matured, he's grown, and he really grew up in this game. So now he's gonna have a tougher task going on the road in the divisional playoff game. But let's go with Seattle and San Francisco. I never would have imagined that the second quarter would be my favorite and the best quarter of this game. Something I did not expect, because everything was fine until that fourth quarter happened, which San Francisco completely just broke the game open with big plays. But there's something got to be said about Brock Purdy. In his first postseason game, 3 touchdowns, threw for 332 yards, no interception whatsoever. I love the way he was moving away from the blitz, making the right plays. He was sensational in his first playoff game.
I love that game. San Francisco's up 10-0. I was already thinking that this was going to be kind of a runaway game and they would never catch up. But yet at the halftime, they were 1 point ahead. Seattle was 1 point ahead of the 49ers. Not that they might actually have a chance. And I was starting to think that maybe Seattle was gonna make a real fight out of it. And then Brock Purdy and the 49ers, came together and started putting up some points on a regular basis. I like what I see a lot in Purdy. I don't think he's perfect, and when he runs away, he's young, and I suppose he'll have to learn that. He's just running really far back, and you can't run that far back in the NFL and continue to get away with it. So he's got to do something about that. But I love his ability to jump outside when people are coming at him and still make plays. And I think that he's going to be a quarterback to watch.
Yes, definitely, for sure. And I'm looking forward to see more from him, as these big games will be coming, like I said, in the divisional game. The same thing is being said about Trevor Lawrence. We got to see if, yes, they're young, but we got to see if they're made out of steel once they go up against these tougher opponents. Now, let's go with the Giants and Vikings game. They played today at 4 o'clock. They recently played a few weeks ago in which they had a thrilling finish. Giants, their pass rush needs to be successful in this game. I do feel that they have a talented defensive line. This defense could be more or less like that 2011 Giants team. If they play their cards right, I feel like the defense will have to carry them, the defense and the running back position. They also have to figure out Justin Jefferson, because if you're going to let him do whatever he's going to do, then it's going to be a long day for the Giants. So they had to figure him out, because in their last meeting, they were not able to figure him out. But I'm going to go with an upset here. I'll pick my Giants 26-24.
Okay, that's a pretty brave thing. I don't blame you for picking the Giants, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be a close game. I think you guys' probably biggest problem is your quarterback. I've never been really big on Daniel Jones, and I don't really continue to change that in my mind. Your new coach has done a great job working with what he's been given to work with, but I also don't put a lot of stock into the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. I think against the real tough teams, they just don't match up well, and they don't hold up. They can beat the average teams fairly consistently with the talent that they have right now surrounding Kirk Cousins, what they have on offense. But at the end of the day, no offense to either of these teams, I don't see them going past this round. That's sorry to say.
What's your prediction?
I will have I will go with, it's a close game, maybe a field goal, and I'll go with the Vikings.
Give me the score. Come on.
Let's say 24-21.
All right. Ravens, Bengals, AFC North rivals. Unfortunately, there won't be no Lamar Jackson in this game. Bengals, they're on fire right now, and they're playing at home. I feel that both teams have a solid defense. I feel that it's going to be a low-scoring game, so I'm going with the Bengals, 22-18.
22-18. Okay. I like the Bengals as well, to be honest. Without Lamar Jackson, I don't know how we even have a conversation that this is, going to be a game. Joe Burrow is probably, I think I said it before, right now he's the most interesting quarterback that I've been watching. Brock Purdy's probably number 2, but Joe Burrow, his decision making, he's quick with that ball. He's quick to release. He's got that quick release down finally, and man, he's zipping the ball in there, making great decisions. And so right now, he's my favorite if I had to choose one to go all the way. But in this game, for sure, the fact that Lamar Jackson is out, I'll give him a full 10-point differential, and I'll say 30-20. Jags. I mean, sorry, Bengals.
Last but not least, in which I hate that this is a Monday night game. Dallas Cowboys, Tampa Bay Bucks. One of my favorite matchups of this wild card. I respect Brady and everything he's done, but I'm tired of seeing him winning. So I feel that this is Dak Prescott's signature game of his career. I feel that this is a must-win game for him. This is a game where he got to silence so many people, and you got to do it against the best of the best. I never thought I'll say this, but I'm going with the Cowboys in this game. I'm picking the Cowboys 33-30 to win this game.
Nice. It's difficult for me to pick games that the Cowboys are in. I'm always biased, and I usually find a way to in my head, for them to come out, ahead and have a chance. In this game, in the playoffs, we're playing in Tampa Bay against the best playoff quarterback in history, and of course, he's at the end of his career, but. And the fact that they had really, they were lucky to make the playoffs this year. I don't recall their final, but I'm not sure they finished 500. So
it was a weak division too.
Yeah, really weak, obviously. And so I don't think Brady's going to have the success in the playoffs like he's used to. And I certainly hope it ends with the Cowboys and Dak making, sort of redeeming themselves for the past couple of games at the end of the season. So I'm also pulling for the Cowboys. It will probably be close. I don't know if it'll be a high scoring game. I hope it's around 27-30 at the most, something like that. But the Cowboys hopefully on top.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those are our picks. Those are our reactions of yesterday's games. And let's see, tomorrow is Monday. I'll say stick around for Tuesday for any new content about giving our reaction for today's game as well as Monday night's game. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the content that I'll be putting on the MM Journal YouTube channel. But like myself and Joe, we say we're off to a terrific start in this insane wildcard weekend. And hopefully the games that will be played today, which are 3 of them, they don't disappoint because we can't stand lopsided games.
Yep. Awesome. Thanks, Mike.